and Hardy on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Let's go.
Good morning. We are Toucher and Hardy, Town Fair Tire Studios. Big show on the way today. It's all conversation until Brantley Hall at 9:30 comes on. He is the genius behind the big fart study going on.
Keep it high vibrations.
That's right, Jalen Brown. You're excited about it.
Low vibrations.
Good luck having him on your Twitch stream.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you can't have him. We have him. He's University of Maryland, and what he's doing is this is a real thing. University of Maryland, he has finally solved the problem. There was a problem that fart monitors were too cumbersome. They were taking up too much room in people's underwear. So what he decided to do was to make a small device to put in people's underwear to track the amount of times they fart a day. And he said, you'd be surprised. He said, some people fart 175 times a day.
Yes. Farts.
Some people fart 4 times a day. So we'll find out why he's doing it. And then more importantly, we'll find out if young Nicholas can do it. If he can be one of the people that wear the monitors. You know, if Nick can take the family down to Maryland and get all fitted up with fart monitors.
I wonder if that's a specialty thing.
And I'm glad you're giving him credit where it's due, Fred, because, you know, it's not like he invented the fart monitor. They've been around for decades, but they were the size of ear trumpets. You know, these things, you know, had to attach with a series of belts and harnesses. And, you know, not only were they cumbersome, but they weren't technologically advanced. This guy has cracked the code.
Was that Chachi saying farts?
That's Chachi saying farts. Yeah.
Fats.
No R.
Fats.
Yeah, now I'm going to go into isolation. Don't worry about me. I'm off the grid. OTG.
Feed my chickens.
My chickens and me.
On the grid for 1 hour on Sunday mornings when we will break our fast collectively with the Fab Four.
Going to broadcast live from the Beatles Museum in Delhi.
Now he's
The Beatles
Rick.
suck.
Now he's Rick.
Well, Chachi really does sound like that. The Beatles suck. Like, I mean, that's how Chachi sounds to me. Rick is just a stupid, is the Baba Booey voice. But Chachi really does, to me, sound like, the Beatles suck.
I love Harry Balls.
I love Harry Balls. Like, that's how he really sounds. So I don't think I'm ripping off the Gary voice too much with Chachi because that's how he sounds to me. Yeah, you know, but and you know, I don't do the whole like, and I go to this thing. Like, I know,
No,
Chachi is like, I just love chickens. I got screwed.
I dream of Tony Bennett naked.
Like with theirs out there in Hawaii, and I'm sitting here feeding chickens in the middle of nowhere, but Massachusetts, I got screwed.
You know, in Korean, chachi means penis.
Chachi means penis. Now get away from me. I'm in isolation. I've isolated myself.
I had my Dean Martin celebrity roast on VHS, and I will be watching them.
They'll just be playing all the time, just to let you know how important I am.
Hey, it's Chachi.
Hey,
if
it's
there's one
Chachi.
thing I like to do in the fall, it's peeping.
And that's not, we didn't write that. That's his own commercial that was running on the station. I'd never heard the term peeping before.
Yeah.
Except for Peeping Tom. So apparently some people, I've yet to hear it again, but some people say that they go during the fall to peep at leaves.
Yeah, leaf peeping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'd never heard that in my entire life yet, and I've never heard it again outside of this very conversation revolving around Chachi saying peeping.
Peeping.
And it's not like I go to, anyone's ever gone to me like, hey, I'm going to go up to Vermont to go leaf peeping. I've had people go, I'm going to go up to look at leaves, like look at the leaves, enjoy the foliage.
Foliage?
I say foliage.
Okay.
It's wrong.
Yeah, but I more like use language as a dance.
It's wrong.
Whatever feels good, you know? It's all about meter and pentameter.
I've got this palette in front of me, and I just swirl them colors around.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to make it as smooth as possible for the audience. So, like, while you say foliage, I guess foliage. Foliage.
Rhyming iambic pentameter just spilling out of Freddie T's mouth.
That's right.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Foliage. Don't worry about it. So anyway, this big fart guy's coming on. And he will talk about all the. I truly am interested, as immature as it is. I am interested in why.
Yeah.
Like, why did this need to be done? Like, why was it so hard to make a fart monitor that's so small when they can put like a computer chip the size of your thumbnail, and put reams and reams and terabytes of data on it.
And what can be learned versus, studying burps? That seems like, something similar. Why does that not have the funding and the big science push behind it?
And do wet ones count? Or is that considered duty? That's a big thing too. Like, how do you differentiate between poo and farts? Like, if you sit down to make poo and you fart, does that track as fart?
There's an air pocket. I mean,
or is it poo? I mean, these are things he's not going to be able to answer all this stuff. I'm really going to get him on the ropes. That's my goal with this interview.
I saw one little clip from him. I think he'll be able to roll with the punches. We're going to have to dig deep to ask him a question that has not been asked. I feel we can do it, but we're really going to have to get into the subject matter.
I would like to know how much the university is also funding this project, because
I hope he's
a state university.
I hope he's getting billions.
what's that pitch like to the board of trustees?
That's another thing that I would like to know.
What else are they blowing the money on? A Scott Zolak statue? Good. Give it all to the fart doctor.
Let me write some of these ideas down, because I do want to know, like, what his presentation
is. Is there a way to monitor the moisture?
Well, that goes along with if it's poo.
Yeah.
Stinky farts.
All right. Presentation for funding wet farts. Why the delay in size?
Is there a way?
Fart smell bad.
Is there a way to measure the smell?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Smell? ?
Is there a way to measure the different types of smells? Sub question 2A.
Is there a heat sensor?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Humidity, I would assume, would be a problem. You have to measure the humidity to determine what type of fart it is.
Yeah, I think that goes along with the moisture.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to ask that.
Okay. That's off limits? Well, that's too silly.
It's just stupid.
Okay.
I won't ask that.
It's immature.
Yeah. You're turning this
Not
into a
bad.
circus. How dare you, Wallach? Yeah, I don't think you're understanding what's going on here.
You're right. I need to focus.
So, presentation for funding, wet farts, why the delay in size, smell, ? Heat sensor, ?
Can we start off with just what constitutes a fart?
What is a fart?
Yeah.
Kind of an entry into the conversation.
Right.
Yes. It's a good starter question.
Thank you.
Compulsive farting. Farting, mental or physical issue?
Yeah. Yes. Psychological ramifications.
Oh. Has anyone ever come to you hat in hand saying, "Can you help my farting problem?"
Can you help me with my farting issue?
Desperate farters looking for a solution.
Is there an area of the country, regionally, that farts more than others?
Did you fart?
No.
Oh, God. Regional farts.
It's a good one, too.
All right. I've never written this many questions down for someone, because I usually don't like writing questions down, because I feel like it's better just to flow into a conversation than write them down.
I agree with you, and I don't have to tell you this, Fred. Don't marry yourself to the sheet. We'll let this take it where it's going to take us, but those are some things that at least half of those we need to get to.
So I fear a filibuster. I fear like a guy, like not in a dicky way, but like in a way that like they're like, haha, yeah, and then they get like boring, like with science.
Okay.
And I just want to be like, okay, I'm not a scientist. Like, talk to me like I'm a total idiot. let's slow down.
Okay.
Like everyone slow down. Let's go point by point here.
I have a fear as well, and I don't think it's founded with this particular guest, but you have a habit of speaking a lot when there is a guest on. I want you to shush. I want you to ask your question, and I want this man to be able to answer it. You understand me?
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea.
I want to hear from him.
No.
Not you.
No, I don't think that's... think about that.
That's what we all want.
Think about the ramifications of that. You're going to ask me to let him speak?
Yeah.
I don't know if
For once.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Let's do that.
I won't promise anything. Ask Rick if I should.
Now, oh boy.
There he goes again.
Has there been any more discussion with Nicholas? Is he out of the study? He's not going to be able to participate. They're all...
No, I think that there's a chance.
Thumbs up. He says he's in.
No, he'll do it.
So he will do it. Are you going to be able to do it?
Well, we'll find out. I mean,
Okay.
I think that it's very possible. I mean, just because they're not taking people online doesn't mean, this could be a boon for his, people donating money to the school.
Mishaps with the sensors. There's another question.
Okay.
Have they been lost or soiled beyond repair?
Measuring one of them wet ones.
I'll have Ryan make a copy of these questions and distribute them out.
Right.
So everyone's on the same page. This is unprecedented preparation, written preparation for the show. We are going to really dive into this with the fart doctor.
This is necessary.
But he's got to be a doctor because he's doing a scientific research project at a public university.
Yeah.
I imagine he's a doctor.
So these researchers, especially like at the university level, spend a lot of their time, from my understanding, like writing grants and coming up with proposals and finding the funding. So maybe not in this conversation, but I would be interested to learn how much time went into, writing the grant, getting the money together, and did you ever think in all those, weeks, maybe even months of preparation, that this was all for naught? Like, there's no way you're going to get funding for a fart study.
So it's like a tale of a Don Quixote tale. Like it's
his fart is the windmill.
Yes. That's right. The establishment, getting them on the same page. I get it. I understand. All right. Well, that will be fun today as we are rolling strong in a Wednesday. I hope everyone has got big plans because it's going to get cold again.
What?
The idea, it's going to be fairly cold this weekend.
Oh, come on.
So I was thinking that, today was 89, which is 20 away from being kick-ass. And I figured, I said this to Hardy yesterday off the air. I said, maybe tomorrow will be it. Like, then it will be warm until, October.
When it drops to like 35.
No, I mean, October is like decent, but then November it starts getting cold again. But the thing, even November's not horrible. But in terms of summer weather, it would be nice if you got 4 months seasonally, 4, 8, 12. So, I mean, it would be nice if you got a little, because it'd
be nice if you could count on June for not having any temperature that got into the 40s.
Well, the thing about that Massachusetts that's odd is that you will have the weather probably be nicest July, August, and September, but yet the pools and beaches close at the beginning of September.
Yes.
So if you pay for a pool membership or you pay for a beach membership or you want to go down to a place with beaches, you write off one of the 3 months that they're open. And now how many times after Labor Day have you gone, it's 90 degrees outside, but there's nowhere to go? I mean, even Adam, they probably closed down that pond that he sits in.
Walden Ponds? No, I mean they it's never closed. I mean they have,
You can't close a pond.
No, I mean
Well, yes, you
they
can.
have-
There's a big fence around it. I think it can close a pond.
They have
Not if you climb the fence and scurry in there. Not if you're living there.
Climb the fence. He's going
It's
under.
like Thoreau. They have lifeguards on duty from like most DCR properties from Memorial Day to Labor Day, but you can swim anytime you want at your own risk.
So you could go in there in December.
Yeah, people do. Some people go and they break through the ice if there's ice, and they swim where they put wetsuits on and such.
They put wetsuits to go into a pond?
Yeah,
Why?
because they want to swim. They want to swim year round, but you can't swim and you can't stay in water that's.
Why don't they go to an indoor pool?
How about a YMCA?
Yeah.
They would. I guess they would prefer the natural act of swimming in a pond.
In ice.
Yeah.
Anyone ever get trapped under the ice?
Oh, kick-ass Metallica song.
Yeah, but has that ever happened? I mean, I would imagine they're not so wild about people swimming in the ice.
Yeah, I don't think. I think once it's frozen over, the swimmers can't. So I think it's more of a you bust a hole through and dip in. But when the water's super cold in October or in April, you'll still see people in there in wetsuits swimming around.
Yeah, I do really well at that
Yeah,
because of my ability to cold
right.
plunge.
yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I could get in there and you'd be like, "What?" And I'd be like, "Shh, shut up,
Watch.
Let Daddy teach you.
shut up, shut up and watch." Greg, hello.
Hey guys.
Yes.
The question for the fart guy when he comes in is silent. Does it actually mean it's deadly?
Yeah, like I will ask him to define deadly, if it means actually ceasing of life or if it means real smelly. Like, how do you define deadly? Yes, Jonathan.
There's a question, an email I've gotten. Heart monitor with the fart box. Can those two coexist?
Well, that's going to be for science to decide. He'll have to do his own evaluation of Nicholas. Paul, go ahead.
Should ask him, can someone legitimately fart into a jar and sell it on eBay? Is it preserved?
Yes. Yes. I don't need a doctor to tell me that. It's called common sense.
How many have you purchased?
You guys trying to get my business taken away from me. Ah! Shut up, hater. Troll. All right. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll catch you up with everything that happened last night, the Red Sox, basketball, and a sweep in hockey.
Did you catch a game last night?
What happened last night is brought to you by Leonard Hair Transplant Associates, where your hair doesn't have to be a game of what happened, so change your lettuce and change your life. With Dr. Matthew Lepresti at 1-800-GET-HAIR. Hardy, what happened yesterday?
Yesterday, the Red Sox began a set with the Atlanta Braves. This was supposed to be the tough series. You were supposed to be able to take care of the Twins last weekend. Instead, you got swept by the Twins, and now you got an even tougher team coming in. But let me tell you something. Them Red Sox early on look like they're going to flip the script. I say it looked like they're going to flip the script.
You're up. You having issues with your computer?
I got no.
Oh, that sounded nice.
I don't
beaten
know.
in there?
You want me to do it?
No.
Okay.
Now we got to figure
I
this out.
want that to play.
Yeah.
I want that to play like it always plays.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't play,
Is it a?
I don't know. I'm looking right here.
Yeah, it's weird.
Brian!
Yeah, let's get beaten in there to fix it up for you. Is News Boss just not playing at all?
La da 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 da.
Playing it just won't do nothing.
La da dee dee. La da 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 da. Welcome to Fenway Park. The Braves are taking the field. They're from Atlanta, where they do the tomahawk chop. Bob Horner passed away just yesterday. He was on the Braves.
Dick Flavin
had a sweet swing. He had curly white hair. He looked like a truck driver. He was very popular when they were on TBS. Dale Murphy, Bob Horner. Dale Murphy, Bob Horner.
Fearsome.
Where is it?
They were on TV every day. A lot of people became Braves fans even though they weren't good.
All right, give me pull up that first home run.
All right, here we go.
He's going to tag this one. He rips it down the line. He socks that one, and that ball is out of here. His 7th home run of the season. A rude greeting for Strider. And the Red Sox quickly get on the scoreboard. He looked ready to hit.
Okay. Jared Duran, ladies and gentlemen, inside the foul pole, into the seats, 1-0 Red Sox.
How about this? And this is going to see how quickly John is able to, point that little mouse of his and pull up the sound just based on where he thinks I'm going to go. Red Sox not done with that solo home run. How about another one?
It's a high fly ball. That one down the line into the corner. And that ball is gone. Home run. Red Sox go back-to-back out of the gate against Strider. His 5th.
Hey, it's 2-0. Bottom of the first.
Hardy's got a lot going on. His computer's not working. His son's calling him.
Oh, boy. Your son must not know you're at work.
Do you know when he calls me? To be picked up when I don't want to pick him up.
Right.
And when I'm speaking on the radio.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he does it pretty regularly. This is the third time I can think of off the top of my head.
So yesterday I had something at 5:00 and it was my father's 84th birthday. So I called my father and I was 10 minutes late getting to this thing at 5:00 because I had been talking to him. So I'm sitting in this thing and my phone goes off and it's my mom. I ignore it because I'd called her about my dad. I ignore it. Then the parents' home line calls. I don't know why my mom would call me from her own cell phone, but then the home line, I don't know why they would differentiate, why she thinks she could get one through on one and not the other, and I ignore it. Finally, my dad calls, and I'm like, okay, someone died. Because that's my mom, the home phone, and they won't stop calling. They're not texting me; they're just calling. My mom knows how to text, and so they're just calling. So I get out of this thing, I go outside, and I answer the phone. I go, hello. And my dad, you have to understand, I just talked to my dad 10 minutes before for 15 minutes. And he's like, hey, Freddie. And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? And he goes, we got your gift.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
I said, okay. And he goes, okay. And I go, all right. He goes, I like it. I go, okay, bye. They all called me in a row. Within 10 seconds of each other. They're like, he's not answering. Hang up. Try another line. He's not answering. I was screening different phones. I'll only answer if you call from your landline. It's just, I don't understand what was going on. And I had told him I'm walking into something. I'd like, hey, I'm walking into something. I'm already 10 minutes late. And he was like, okay, but I understand he didn't listen to that. He's not listening to me. And I never talk to my dad. That's another thing, is my dad never, ever calls me. If anyone calls, it's my mom.
Right.
So when it went mom, I just went, oh, she's just, because I called her about dad. Then it was the home phone, and I'm like, she probably thinks her phone's busted, because that's the only explanation for not picking up. Mm-hmm. And then when it was my dad, I'm like, oh, no, something really might be going on.
This is a semi-emergency. John, there's a 2-run home run. Braves hit.
Oh, your son has an emergency? So what?
Yeah.
Sit down.
There's a 2-run homer.
Tag that one to center field, backing up Cedon. And it's going to sail on out of here. Home run. Harris has had a huge night. His 12th home run of the season, his 4th hit of the game. Exit velo a little over 104. And Atlanta opens it up to 7-4.
So the Red Sox are up 2-0. Atlanta scores 5 unanswered runs. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa had himself a monster game in this one to spear a comeback.
There's a high fly ball. That went back toward the wall. And that ball is gone. Home run. Kiner-Falefa with his first. The third of the ball game for the Red Sox.
So Kiner-Falefa had a home run, 3 RBIs, and a stolen base. Red Sox get it back to within 5-4. The 2-run homer makes it 7-4. But the Red Sox, Fred, make a game of it. Bottom of the 9th inning. Okay, they scored 2 runs off Atlanta closer Raciel Iglesias. They have runners on first and second and 2 outs. Wilyer Abreu, one of the 2 main threats in this order, is at the plate, and the Red Sox have a chance to actually win a home game.
Ground ball, bobbled, but he retains it. He flips on to first, and Atlanta wins the game by a final score of 7-6. Red Sox made a run in the ninth inning, but when trailing by 3 runs or more, they are now 0-21. 7-6 the final.
0-21 when falling behind by 3 runs or more. Red Sox are 8-18 at Fenway Park. Fred, they're on a pace to go 25-56 at home this season. Now, obviously, those numbers are bad, but they are in line to be historically bad at home. The last time the Red Sox played a full year, so we discount 2020, the last time the Red Sox played a full season with fewer than 30 victories at home, 1932, when they were 24-47 at Fenway Park. They are on pace to have their worst home record in almost 100 years, and they're in last place. They're 9 games under 500. They are a bad baseball team. But I guess the positive to this is, at least last night, they weren't anemic. They look like a normal, mediocre team that can score runs but not get enough timely hits.
Well, it's becoming an issue because you look at the wild card and now they're 4 games out and you say, well, that's not so bad. But yeah, Seattle, Toronto, Baltimore, Houston, I mean, better teams than them are ahead of them.
Well, the thing is, this team is so bad, day in and day out, especially at home. I have not looked. The reason I know they're close in the wild card is because you keep updating me. I haven't looked at the standings, wild card standings, in a long time because this team has to get out of its own way first.
Well, the thing that is that everyone was going, well, they're not that far out of the wild card, which is technically true, but there are a lot of teams between you and the wild card.
It's a historical argument.
Yeah, technically you're not many games out.
Yeah.
And teams are starting to find their way a little bit. Now, you're finding out some teams that were supposed to be good, like Detroit, are god-awful. I mean, Detroit and Kansas City are bad. And I don't know if the White Sox, are going to continue being a 500 team.
Yeah, there are a lot of teams that were supposed to be good that aren't, like the Cubs, for example.
Well, the Cubs have won 10 in a row twice and have lost 10 in a row now.
Yep.
So they're just real streaky. But like Toronto is not Toronto's real banged up. When Toronto's second half of the season, you have to assume is going to be better than their first half, correct?
Yes.
All right. Even Baltimore, I would assume, would get it together a little bit. Like, it's just, there's teams in front of you, like Seattle. Seattle's not going to be under 500 at the end of the year, I would imagine, correct?
No.
If you were a betting man.
If Seattle got off to a terrible start, they're one of the teams that is finding themselves.
Right. So Seattle and Toronto, certainly, I would look at as 2 teams that are going to have better second halves than they had first halves. They're 2 teams that are better than you. So, and Toronto's been absolutely decimated by injury.
Almost everyone is better than you. There are 2 or 3 teams with worse records, but if you look top to bottom of, especially offensively, almost every baseball team is better than you. And if you took a look at that Red Sox lineup last night, how many of those hitters? We were talking to Jonathan Papelbon yesterday about catchers and pitchers, the meeting before a series. If you're the Atlanta Braves and you huddle up and you go over the Red Sox lineup, how many of those hitters that you look at are you going to go, oh boy, we need to be careful of that guy? 1, 2, maybe? Duran because he's hot, but Abreu and Contreras. Other than that, do you really look at any of those hitters and go, oh my God, we got to be real careful with that guy?
And we talked about it. We talked about it at the beginning of the season. Is that Contreras would be a nice piece if he was like your 4th best hitter?
Yeah, if you could hit him 6th, perfect.
Right, even 5th. But you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like if you just Contreras is I'm aware of Contreras. Like he's a professional hitter. Like he's going to hit for you, and he's going to hit basically at this mean, which is 270, 20 to 30 home runs, 90 RBI. He's a good hitter, but he's certainly not. Shouldn't be a team's best hitter. That's when you're in a lot of trouble. That's when you're a bad team, because he was on that Cardinals team last year and he was one of their best hitters and they were terrible. He's a good professional hitter, but he's not a star. You need a couple stars in front of him in a lineup.
You can be scared of falafel now. With a 2-run RBI there in the 9th. That kid's batting .667.
What'd you call him?
Whatever his name.
Falafel?
Yeah.
Is that what you called him?
Close enough.
Yeah, chickpea.
That guy is lucky to be a Major League Baseball player. And he said it
they
after.
all are. They're all blessed.
He said it after the game. I'm fighting for my professional life out here. So, yeah, home run, 3 RBIs, stolen base. Good for you.
Yeah, I looked at
Wiz Khalifa.
Toronto's missing.
Close enough.
Toronto's just missing every pitcher.
Yeah.
Toronto's every pitcher's hurt.
They just got back your Savage in the last. He was the guy who was a stud for him in the playoffs last year. Rookie who hadn't done anything. They just got him back. Gausman, I think, is healthy, but everyone else has been hurt. I think Barrios is out for the year. They are decimated pitching wise, and they're still better than you.
Well, not good.
No.
It's atrocious to even tune in and watch this team night in and night out. And I don't know how you sit up in that front office and pat yourself on the back and go, hey, formulas work.
Well, check
out those numbers,
They're
man.
going to end up firing Breslow. They're going to have to fire Breslow because there's no one left to fire.
Yeah. And the other part of the problem, well, again, this is Breslow's team now. He cleared the decks. This is he's got things the way he wants it now. But if you fire Breslow, and this is the harsh truth, how many GMs have they burned through here in the last decade, and how many people did they have to go through just to get Breslow to take this job? So I don't know what the quality of guy or woman, because they interviewed a couple of them the last time out. I don't know the quality of person you got to get to run this franchise if and when you fire this guy. That's where this organization is right now. And they still break their arms, patting themselves on the back, saying they're doing things the right way. And, we streamline things.
Yeah.
To what? What have you streamlined them to?
How far down the list of their wish list of candidates to replace Breslow are they going to have to go this time?
There were some good people, well-respected people that turned this job down before they hired Breslow. And congratulations, you got your 6th or 7th choice. Now you're paying for it.
Well, you got Connolly early tonight going in the second of the 3-game set. So I assume you took care of everything, John?
Yes. The matchup is Thursday. Thursday's the interesting one.
I think I'm going on Thursday.
Totally against Sale on Thursday.
Ooh, and you get the early start on Thursday.
4 p.m. Yep.
You know what you're doing. That's your first rodeo.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty like a cat who ate the canary. I'm going to a Red Sox.
How cheap are those tickets now?
I haven't looked. I mean, I won't buy them until I'm not buying them today.
I know the strategy, but I'm just wondering.
I'd imagine that they're not terrible.
In case you're wondering, the dog was sick.
Oh,
and the report was that the dog had vomited in her crate.
Diarrhea.
And so, there's a lot of discussion about, how much to feed the dog and how the dog is acting now. And, what should be done now with the crate because, rest of the house remarkably is not up yet. And I said, well, I don't know, man. Like,
how about you take care of this one yourself?
How much could there be? It's like she threw up if she's really, really sick and didn't digest any of her dinner from 5 p.m. and she threw up somewhere in the middle of the night. Well, this could be some kind of a serious illness if none of the food was digested. Well, it was kind of chunky and Yeah. Do you want me to send you a picture? Yes,
yeah.
Sure. Send me a picture.
Sure, yeah.
It's poop. Yeah. It is dog poop. There is in no way you would confuse this with vomit. And I said, what does it smell like? Well, it smells really bad. I'm like, yeah.
The concerning thing about all of this is he couldn't tell the difference.
You can't tell the difference just in the odor alone.
Oh, man.
Between vomit and feces.
Bad.
Rookie mistake. No probs.
Oh, boy. But all is well now? You've calmed things down? No. Nothing is well.
I just like that there's people at your house that he called you who's not there to go about the dog.
Because who takes care of things?
You couldn't.
But about the dog pooing.
Walk upstairs and tap your mom on the shoulder. Say, hey.
But he's also old enough, the dog's got diarrhea. All right, we'll put the dog outside.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what you're supposed to do.
He's a very conscientious young man who... mommy trumps everything and everyone else. And he would rather bother me with something 10 times out of 10 before he would dare impose upon his mother.
Oh,
please, no. Mommy, rest. No, I don't want to bother Mommy. But let me call you in the middle of work. You're not busy.
Yeah, like it just seems like if anyone's in the house, that would be a better solution than calling you.
Exactly. Now, his sister, no. He'd be better off calling paramedics, for dog poop than he would be approaching his sister, before 11 a.m. She was talking about taking a trip somewhere in July. I'm like, how about you take a trip to that job you're supposed to be having? How's that working out? Well, it's supposed to be on June 2nd. I'm like, I don't want to hear anything supposed to be. Show me a schedule. Show me your name written down somewhere with you scheduled to work starting on this date. She's been home for what, 2 weeks now? Mm-hmm. Oof. Long summer.
You've left her alone.
You know how many times I've said that to my wife already? It's going to be a long summer.
You left her alone for a while, let her decompress, right? And now decompression time is over?
I think 2 weeks decompression is generous.
It's fine.
I agree.
Of course.
All right. Boy. Well, look, there's a lot going on in the world, including
that's not throw up.
Throw up and diarrhea all over the place. We will be back in just a moment. Here are the headlines.
My buddy and me.
With friends like these,
climb up a tree.
You know.
We're the best friends you can be, my buddy and me.
Now, more of your best morning buddies, Toucher and Hardy, on the Sports Hub.
The Vegas Golden Knights, that dead-ass team that I saw in person back in March, are dead-ass no more.
This one will go to the final seconds, and this one is a home ice clincher. For the first time in franchise history, the Knights clinched the Western Conference at T-Mobile Arena.
And they beat the Colorado Avalanche, sweeping the Avalanche out of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Vegas Golden Knights with a 2-1 win last night in Las Vegas.
John Tortorella, since taking over, and he took over with 8 games to go in the regular season, 19-4-1.
He was asked if he could compare this team to any other team, and he said, well, you caught me off guard. He said, all I can say about this team is all of these guys know how to win. But they didn't know how to win for large portions of the regular season, but something sparked a fire into these guys. Was it a player-friendly coach coming in, a guy that's going to coddle them and bring them along and nurse them into positive vibes? Nope. It took John Tortorella coming in, saying, all right, enough with the nonsense. Let's go.
Colorado, the best team in the National Hockey League during the regular season. Vegas was in third place with 3 weeks to go. And because they finished up 7-0-1, they won their division, and off they went. It is remarkable. It is remarkable what has happened. And Tortorella is now in the Stanley Cup Finals. He doesn't have a contract beyond this season. They signed him for 2 months.
One goal. The Avalanche didn't get a shot on goal for more than 25 minutes over the second and third periods.
Yeah.
Just couldn't figure out a way to get any puck near the net.
This goes back to what we were talking about, Fred, about needing a goaltender that's paid a lot of money. Carter Hart didn't start a game for this team until around Christmas time. And, he was a starting goaltender for about 3 months and got hot at the right time.
Well, that's the thing that's frustrating about hockey is that your goaltending, it doesn't have anything to do with what happened in the regular season. Is that you can happen and not happen. You can get hot with a bad goalie. It's the NHL playoffs is a very interesting thing. Colorado is supposed to be like an all-time great team.
Yeah.
They were huge favorites to win.
They have the best defenseman on the planet. They have one of the McKinnon was a Hart Trophy finalist, and then here we are.
I would call it, Fred, mercurial.
I saw the
don't try to put it under your thumb.
I saw a stat that all 4 goaltenders left in the conference finals, their salaries combined is less than Jeremy Swayman's.
Yeah.
Yes, I did see that as well. Yes, but the thing is that Swayman's the reason you made the playoffs, so you don't even get in the playoffs without Swayman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been long founded and often talked about that you do not need an elite goaltender. As someone who's been an elite goaltender, to win a Stanley Cup, but you might need your non-elite goaltender to play elite in the playoffs, if that makes any sense.
It does. Talk about elite. Game 5 last night, pivotal Game 5 between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs.
Shake guarded by Champagne, playing with 4 fouls. Crosses over, steps back, fires, angle left three-pointer, looks good. It is! Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball! Thunder avalanching the Spurs. The Thunderstorm is in full force. 7-0 start to the quarter.
Jesus. Like, it just, everything, like that pitch he speaks in is just, he's like restricting his throat.
Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. Wallace the rebound to McCain open. His angle right three-pointer is up and in. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. J-Mac with a stroke. It shows. He got 17, plays the crowd.
There can't be any way anyone in Oklahoma City likes him. In fact, I'm researching this.
Victor Wembanyama held to 4 of 15 for field goal shooting as the Thunder take that pivotal Game 5, 127-114 at home.
It's wild. I watched a lot of this game. Wembanyama looked like he was nervous in the first half. I think he took 4 shots in the first half. I mean, he was there. He was running up and down the floor. The moment just looked too big for him. I mean, that was the biggest game of his life last night, and he was invisible as much as a 7'4" guy can be.
Just heard from McCain, who finished with 20 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading all scorers with 32 points. Thunder now up, as I said, 3-2 over the Spurs. I was thinking about this, and we're going to be talking more about it a little bit later when we hear from some Knicks fans. Both of these teams are obviously very, very good between the Spurs and the Thunder. Got to give a slight edge to the Thunder right now, obviously being up 3-2 in the series. But for all of the boasting and bragging that's going on right now, and this isn't for Knicks fans specifically, it's just for a fan of any team, to be crowing about your sweep of a team in the conference finals. Could you see the Knicks getting swept by either one of these teams in the finals?
Sure you could. Sure you could.
How delicious would that be? Not for the Knicks, just for anybody. Because they're feeling it right now. They absolutely believe they're going to win it all.
I've seen
and you watch those two teams last night, like, oh man, they're so good.
It's a different game.
So good.
It's a different game watching those two teams play. And yeah, and I said it yesterday. The Knicks have won 11 in a row against Eastern Conference opponents. I mean, the East isn't very good. Wasn't very good for the balance of the season. So, I mean, here we are. The Knicks clearly were the best team. They blew everyone off the face of the planet, but it's a different thing against these two teams.
Yeah.
And by the way, they're beating the ever-loving crap out of each other night after night. It's fun to watch.
So that is where you have to give the Knicks, more than a puncher's chance in the finals. Is these teams, whoever ends up coming out of there is going to be beat to hell.
The other part of it is the Knicks. It's about matchups this time of year. The Knicks have 2 big guys, and that can match the double big lineup for Oklahoma City, or bump and bang Wembanyama around a little bit. That's a perfect job for Mitchell Robinson. So, and you have the scorer in Brunson, and you have the defender in OG Anunoby, who can go. All right, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You go get him. I mean, there are matchups that the Knicks can, rise to the occasion of. But overall, talent-wise, both of these teams are better than New York.
I would say the best chance for either one of these teams to really take care of business against the Knicks would be for Oklahoma City to wrap this thing up on Thursday night, get a few days rest.
Yeah. Because
Knicks are already rested now for a couple of days, and we don't start up again until early next week.
A week from today.
Yeah. From today?
Yep. June 3rd. A week from today is game 1 of the NBA Finals.
I thought it was Tuesday.
No. It's Wednesday. A week from today.
Wow.
June 3rd.
All right.
I'm just looking at people's crapping on this Matt Pinto.
Oh,
because I can't take it anymore.
we have appropriate verbiage. Do we have?
Yeah. I mean, people. I mean, I guess he's also a real against the refs and homery in that sense too, which you can add that onto a pile of burning crap that he is. All right, Jason Kelce talked and he didn't sound dumb. He said some good things that I agree with. How about that? So making fun of Jason Kelce audio coming up.